what is mad of al-badal and mad al-iwad? Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In this video we will be talking about that as we continue to talk about the mad tabi'i and what follows mad tabi'i. Let's get into the details. In terms of learning objectives and what you should be able to get out from this video, number one is you should be able to analyze what mad badal and mad iwad mean. And number two is you should be able to associate these two mads with the mad tabi'i, the natural mad, and understand how long they should be lengthened. So bismillah, let's jump into the details. In a previous video we introduced or started to talk about the different mads. If you haven't seen that, the link is up there. And we said that mad can be split into a few main categories. One category is the primary mad, which we call al-mad al-tabi'i, natural mad, and the other one was the secondary mad, which was due to something. Now when we talk about the natural mad, we said that there are three types of mad that follow the natural mad. Follow as in they are similar, they are pretty much in the same category as the natural mad. These three are al-iwad, al-badal and as-sila sura. So in this video we'll talk about mad al-iwad and mad al-badal. Let's start with the first one. What is mad al-badal? This is quite simple actually. Mad al-badal is any hamza that is mamdood. So a hamza that is followed by a harf of mad. So a, e, u, there's a hamza there, and then there's an alif. So that's the example of mad badal, and that's pretty much it. Mad badal, simply put, is a hamza with a mad after it. So let's look at some examples here. When we say amanu, so that hamza then alif, that's mad badal. Utu, so the hamza with the waw after it, that's a badal. Utu, imana, إيمانا القرآن القرآن. So mad al-badal is any hamza that has a harf mad after it, and we extend this mad to harakas. So that's how it follows the natural mad. The natural mad is to haraka, and the mad of badal is to haraka, as in what was a haraka we mentioned before is the length of time it is to pronounce a letter with a haraka. So baba, that's to haraka, or bubu or bibi, that is to haraka. The second mad that follows the natural mad is called mad iwad. So what is mad of iwad? Simply put, this is another easy one. Iwad means to substitute. So it is to substitute something for something else. And mad al-iwad is when you have a tanween fatha, and you stop at that word, we substitute the tanween for an alif. So alima, hakima, so aliman, that tanween, when we stop, that is substituted for an alif, and we call that mad iwad. So examples here, ahada, ahada. So mad iwad is replacing the tanween fatha when stopping with an alif. What is the length of mad iwad? It follows the natural mad, and the length is 2 haraka. So baba, that's the length of mad iwad. A note here, there's a small exception for ha ta'nith, and as you're well aware, if you have a word that ends in ha ta'nith, which has a tanween fatha, we stop on a ha, we don't actually replace that for an alif. So shajarah, so shajaratan, we replace it and say shajarah. So let's revisit those learning objectives. Number one, we said we wanted to analyze what mad badal means and what mad iwad means. We said mad badal is any hamza that has a mad after it. And how long is it? 2 haraka, following the natural or mad tabi'i. And the second one was, what is mad iwad? Mad iwad is substituting tanween fatha when stopping with a mad or with an alif, and the length of it is 2 haraka as well. So both these mads follow the natural or the tabi'i mad. We'll see you in the next video. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.